to the Rock Falls Chamber's 2022 Annual Awards Presentation and Update. Yeah, things have been a little bit different. We'd like to go back and change the world, but that's not quite possible. So we're really grateful that you're here to join us today and to see the wonderful presentation of awards to people who have worked so hard in our community and organizations that have been behind the scenes lifting everybody up. So before we step into the awards portion of our program, I wanted to share a few things that are happening at the Chamber. First of all, you can go to our website at rockfallschamber.com and you can see our 2021 annual report. The report tells about all the things that we did in the last year, how our organization is growing and continues to be strong and committed to serving our community. I'm proud of the work that we've been doing and I'm excited to share with you all of that good news. One of the initiatives that's been on our radar that our board has been passionate about and that our team has been committed to is improving mental health in our community. So in a lot of ways, you might see community events happening, but behind that is a push to lift people up and to bring hope. And there's also a component of helping local businesses. So we saw out of many events that we did this year that were community oriented, local businesses that benefited or grew in strong ways because those events existed. And we're thankful for the support that we've had from local health officials to continue to do those in a socially safe way. So I'm excited to announce that we will continue to do those in 2022 and bring good events to our community and be creative about how we do them so people can be spaced out and still have a lot of fun. But I also wanted to share some upcoming initiatives that we're offering to the business community as well. So first of all, we're starting a new program and it is called De-Stress to Refresh. These are simple 10-minute videos that are sent to your inbox. They're designed for businesses to utilize or for individuals to take advantage of. But they include refreshers and motivating exercises to help you bring the stress level down and bring back work-life balance. So we ask businesses to consider signing up and sharing these with your team as a way to support them in their stressful work environments. And we encourage everyone to sign up for that right now today. Also, I wanted to point out that we are doing business boot camps and trainings all of the time. So we're getting on trending topics or handling tough situations and helping you learn how to handle those better. So our upcoming business boot camp is in April. It is on the 6th. We have some great leaders that are coming together to talk to our business leaders about de-escalating customer situations and other stuff. So we know there's a lot of things that are happening out in the world that are tough and hard to handle, and they get escalated. So we have some speakers, John Mandrell, Kim Purvis. We also have a demonstration from the Rock Falls Police Department with Chief Pilgrim, and we're gonna be talking about how to bring that down a notch, bring listening back into the conversation, and help create a safe work environment when those difficult situations happen. So I want to encourage everybody that everything that we do, while these are free to our members, they're also open to the entire community. Bring your staff, bring your friends, get involved, and learn and grow alongside of us. Well, a couple other things that I want to point out is that our organization has been serving our community for over 60 years. I'm proud of that. I've been part of this organization for 15, and that's a little glimpse of the big picture. But we're here for you, we're here for good, and we're going to keep serving for a very long time. I'm so grateful and so thankful for our staff, Sam, Gayla, Cheyenne, our intern, all of our board members, our ambassadors, and beyond them, all of our volunteers. Without them, none of these events are possible, none of these programs are possible, and all of the great ideas that we have would probably just end up not happening. We're grateful for the leadership team that supports us and the strength that they have. We're also very grateful that behind all of that, everyone's heart is for community. That community is what makes all of us better, and we're so grateful for that. As we transition into our 2022 awards presentation, I want to say that the Shoulder to the Wheel Awards have a special place in my heart. They represent all of the hard work behind the scenes, the volunteer hours that no one comments on and no one gets credit for. It represents being a leader and doing the hard thing behind the scenes when no one else is looking. We're grateful for these people and the hours that they've put into serving our community. The Shoulder to the Wheel Awards represent volunteerism. Our Professional Service Award represents a career committed to our community. And the Meritorious Service Award represents a lifetime of service dedicated to Rock Falls and making this a better place to live. I have to say that the volunteerism in our community is why I've been drawn here, why I stay here, and why I continue to work at the Rock Falls Chamber. I love it. Our community is built on volunteers who just love to serve. Servant leaders, and it's a beautiful thing. All of our awards are selected by previous winners. They receive the nominations, review them, select the hardworking winners, and then make the presentations today. Thank you so much for joining us, and please give rounds of applause and likes online as you see these awards presented to these wonderful people.
I would like to present the Rock Falls Chamber Shoulder to the Wheel Youth Award. This year's recipient has the ability to balance many aspects of her high school career, both in and outside of school. She goes the proverbial extra mile with every project, assignment, or school function. What has always impressed me is her positive disposition and her genuine good nature. She quickly establishes a rapport with students and faculty alike and enjoys interacting with them all. I have never heard her complain about any of her activities, even when they are one right after another, sometimes skipping a meal to make it all happen. Some of her accomplishments include being academically ranked #1 in her class, a 3-sport athlete in volleyball, basketball, and track, and a viable member of 2 school organizations, Blind and the Junior Optimist Club. Blind is an organization that involves the leaders from 5 of our local high schools and uses the 40 developmental assets as its template to help young people grow into healthy, caring, and responsible adults. Her sense of fairness is an asset that is valued by all of its members. The Junior Optimist Club is a group of high school students who provide 100+ hours of community service each year under the guidance of the Optimist Club. This young lady is currently an officer of that club and has been involved since her freshman year. Mallory Pinsky sets herself apart from other students with her determination, drive, and most importantly, her altruistic personality trait that endears her to all who meet her. Mallory, congratulations on receiving the 2022 Rock Falls Chamber Youth Shoulder to the Wheel Award. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, like she said, I'm Mallory Pinsky. I'm a senior at Rock Falls High School. I participated in many activities and sports over my 4 years there. I'm thankful to have received this award and especially thankful to Mr. Deeb for providing students with many opportunities to have a positive influence on the community. With Junior Optimist, I've been able to help with Feed the Children, Adopt a Highway, and many other community events. And through Blind, I've been able to interact and form relationships with many other kids in the community. Again, thank you for recognizing me for this award. I am glad to have had a positive impact on our community.
My name is Mike Sturba, and I am proud to present the Shoulder to the Wheel Award to an organization who has gone above and beyond the call of duty during the pandemic. They've been known for their exceptional services prior to the impact of COVID-19. They continue to provide an exceptional level of care plus major leadership role in keeping our community safe during the pandemic. This organization utilized every resource, led with teamwork, and insisted on a standard of excellence that could be modeled by others. This organization is a true team of people working together for the good of our community. Their nomination was full of positive examples of how these individuals personally went beyond the call of duty to help an individual, a business, or provide resources to those who needed them most. The list of accomplishments and services of the Whiteside County Health Department are extensive, but the nominating committee would like to recognize these few examples. The federal clinic that meets the health needs of our community. The dental clinic with a VersaLift, allowing wheelchair users to stay seated during procedures. The behavioral health clinic, including the medicated assisted treatment program, which now reaches Lee County as well. A medical clinic that has added 2 new physicians and continues to grow. An adapted telehealth service that allows patients expanded access to care during the pandemic. In addition to its outstanding services, the Whiteside County Health Department's team worked tirelessly to protect our residents from COVID. They provided testing, contact tracing, vaccinations, guidance on gatherings, business planning, and well thought out solutions to tough problems. In 2021, the Health Department also launched a mobile health unit that could serve as a mobile vaccination site and provide other services. Their leadership was instrumental in local health during a crisis none of us expected. I am pleased and truly honored to present the 2022 Shoulder to the Wheel Award for organizations to the Whiteside County Health Department. Congratulations. I would like to now introduce Cheryl Lee of the Whiteside County Health Department and present her with the plaque from the Rock Falls Chamber. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Cheryl Lee. I'm the Public Health Administrator and the CEO for the Whiteside County Health Department and Community Health Clinic. I know there are a lot of great people and organizations that are worthy of this, so this is truly an honor, and I'm very humbled to be receiving this award. I will tell you, I moved to your community a little over 2.5 years ago and walked straight into COVID, so I've learned a lot along the way about the community. Certainly about COVID and ever-changing guidance daily on that, and just the wonderful people that are here and the wonderful organizations. So I want to say thank you, but I do have a couple notes that I do want to say. Besides being so humbled and honored, I do have to just give a shout out to the amazing staff there at the Whiteside County Health Department and Community Health Clinic for showing up every day and understanding that every person that walks through our door is unique and they are special, and we are there to serve our public, and we take that very seriously. And we are honored that you allow us to do that day in and day out. To the boards that back us and serve tirelessly and volunteer their time for the community, and giving us support and guidance through the pandemic as well. Thank you for that as well. And yes, those are a lot of the great things that were mentioned. I can probably talk for hours on all the things and services that we offer at the health department and the health center, but I was told that I have to probably keep this for a minute, so I will keep it short. But we would love to share with you everything that we do. If you don't know what we do, give us a call. If there's a service that you think that needs to be offered and we don't, we are really looking to engage with our community and see how we can better serve them. So again, thank you to everybody that nominated us, and thank you to everybody that's worthy of this, and for all that you do for our community as well.
I'd like to start by thanking the selection committee for the work that they go through, and I would also like to thank the award winner's family, because without their help I would not be able to have as much information as what I do, so my thanks to those. This person will never do anything without applying a full amount of her attention, resources, and capability, and manage to turn any project into a success. If you ever tell her she shouldn't do something, stand back and maybe even duck, she will look you straight in your face and say, "Watch me." She would do the heavy lifting, the research, the hard work, and use her creativity to transform the situation, whatever it is, into a shining outcome. She began her life in Rock Falls as a young wife and mother of 2 daughters. After helping her husband through law school, she returned to college and graduated with high honors, all while running a household and raising 2 daughters. Thereafter, she purchased a historic building in downtown Rock Falls in need of care. It was located at the corner of 1st Avenue and 2nd Street, and she used that to create the home for innovations. A store many citizens of our community remember as a high-end, high-fashion woman's boutique, with constantly changing displays in the front window, which would rival something you'd see in Macy's in downtown Chicago. She ran her retail business in Rock Falls successfully for 25 years, before deciding she had enough of the life of retail. Upon selling her store, she took her talents to the Rock Falls Community Development Corporation, a corporation she helped birth. She and her colleagues has a vision for Rock Falls, and they worked tenaciously through the RFCDC to bring that vision to life. After serving on the board of the RFCDC for many years, she became its executive director, where she worked tirelessly for over 6 years. She was instrumental in cleaning up the Reliant Fastener site, the area which we now know today is the RB&W district on the Rock Falls riverfront. She was also a key player in bringing in the Holiday Inn Express to the riverfront. Her vision for future opportunities and passion to bring great things to the city of Rock Falls was apparent in all of her work at the RFCDC. She also served as a mentor for her younger entrepreneurs during her tenure at RFCDC. Following her retirement, she had more ideas to make Rock Falls and the Sauk Valley a destination area. Calling on her foresight for opportunity and her foresight for intervention, she converted her former horse barn into a gorgeous country wedding venue, now beginning its second sold-out wedding season at Hendrick and Pines. Sandy has always carried herself with class and grace, with a passion for glamour and a mind for business. This award is called the Shoulder to the Wheel. She has spent her life with a shoulder to the figurative wheel, pushing Rock Falls forward, inspiring our citizens to be the best and most successful they can be. Ladies and gentlemen, our Shoulder to the Wheel award winner, Sandra Hennig.
Thank you. I just wanted to say a few words. I have so many people to thank, and it has, if anybody who knows me, Rock Falls is where my heart is, and through my whole life with my family and my children and my mother and my husband, we've tried to keep that going. And I think when we did Hendrick and Pines, it was the love of my husband's, and my whole family pitched in, and we're so proud of it, and we're happy that people from our area and the community come and visit us. As far as the Rock Falls Community Development goes, that organization will forever have a place in my heart. It was such an important organization at such an important time, and besides that, the friends and the friendships that we made and bonded together to do what we felt was right for Rock Falls was just really paramount. I'm very, very honored to receive this award, and I'm very humbled, and I thank all of you very much.
It is my pleasure to present the Rock Falls Chamber of Commerce Shoulder to the Wheel Professional Service Award for 2022. As a teacher at Rock Falls High School, this individual is the poster child for professional service and everything this award stands for. As the Student Assistant Coordinator, he provides services for all students in attempting to deal with the pressure of day-to-day living, working cooperatively with parents, teachers, guardians, and students to resolve their concerns. He has devoted his entire career to helping kids and the community by leading our premier community service opportunities, Blind, Blast, and Junior Optimist Club programs. Building lasting impressions that never die, or blind as it is called, has been an integral part of our communities for 19 years, involving 5 local high schools, Erie Provincetown, Fulton, Morrison, Newman, and Rock Falls. Under the principles of the 40 developmental assets, the emphasis is student wellness and is led by student leaders who encourage tolerance, diversity awareness, and wellness through a number of activities. BLAST, the acronym for Big and Littles Are Special Together, brings high school and elementary students together in a mentoring program that again emphasizes the 40 developmental assets. Their activities incorporate arts and crafts as a method for presenting the 40 assets. The Junior Optimist Club is a community service organization that conducts positive service projects aimed at providing a helping hand to youth. Their motto is Kids Helping Kids. They lend a much-needed helping hand in many of the projects in the community where kids are the center point. In the words of the nominating individual, Tom DePasquale is one, if not the, most genuine, caring, and giving role model that I have had the privilege to work with. Tom, it is with great honor that I present to you the 2022 Professional Service Shoulder to the Wheel Award on behalf of the Rock Falls Chamber.
Thank you, Sally. Okay. Hello, thank you. You know, years ago, Miller Lite Beer, I shouldn't say that in front of students, but they began a series of television commercials a while back. And to sell their beer, they had a number of the famous athletes at that time. Mickey Mantle, Whitey Ford, Dick Butkus, and they had a guy named Marvelous Marvin Thornberry. And Marvelous Marvin Thornberry's line was always, I don't know how I got in this commercial. I'm not sure how I am the recipient of this award, but I am going to very graciously accept it on behalf of the students of Rock Falls High School. It's really the students that this award belongs to. They're the ones that do the work. I just open the door and they go through it. So on behalf of those students, Blind, Blast, and Junior Optimist, I'm very proud to take this award back to our high school. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mike Sturba, and it is my honor and privilege to present the Meritorious Service Award to a leader who worked in our community for many years, who served as a leader, and who has invested in the youth of Rock Falls. One of the first organizations he was involved with was the Sterling Rock Falls Jaycees, where he served 2 terms as president and several terms on the board. Later, he would serve on the Rock Falls Chamber Board for several years. He was on the Sauk Valley College Foundation Board, served on several committees at the Rock Falls Methodist Church, was a member of the Rock Falls Optimist Club, where he served as president for 3 terms and chaired many projects. As his children grew older, he coached various youth sports for 15 years. This consisted of T-ball, Little League, Senior League, girls softball, flag football, and Y basketball. He watched, supported, and invested as a sponsor of many sports at Rock Falls High School. As he worked in our community, he saw a need for a tool to help bring businesses to Rock Falls. With a group of like-minded people, he was one of the founding members of the Rock Falls Community Development Corporation, eventually serving 2 terms as president of that organization. He founded the Bridge the Community Run, which generated money to buy banners for First Avenue that showcased work for local artists. When taking on projects like this, Jack would always say how great the people of Rock Falls are, and that volunteerism was one of the greatest attributes. He attributes his successful 39-year career at State Farm to the wonderful people he was surrounded by, including fellow business owners, friends, customers, and especially his wife and staff. Jack retired in 2021. He and his wife Sam currently make their home in St. Germain, Wisconsin. I am proud to present the Rock Falls Meritorious Service Award to a friend of Rock Falls, Jack Spencer. Congratulations. We have a plaque for Jack, who is joining us today on Zoom. Congratulations, Jack. Thank you.
So I'm grateful and honored and humbled by the kind words and the thoughts that are shared by the people there. You know, Rock Falls is a special place, and I know many people will say that if they're from another community, they'll say the place they're living in is special. They've taken ownership to it, but you know, Rock Falls, it really is. And I had a great introduction to volunteerism when I came to Rock Falls 39 years ago. And they tell me that you really shouldn't bring up names, but I'm gonna say names. And I know I'll forget people's names and I miss some names, but I think it's important that other people know how they have impacted the community and lives of others. When I came to Rock Falls, I saw a gang of people who was Sally Scanlon, and it was Pam Irby, and it was Pat Stahoviak, and it was Dave Blanton. And their volunteerism was inspiring to me for a couple of reasons. They not only were doing good things in the community, they were having fun doing it. And I think that's a critical key to the volunteerism in Rock Falls. And one of the things that inspired me to get involved in serving the community was that it didn't look like it was a lot of heavy lifting. It looked like it was a lot of fun. And I commend the spirit in Rock Falls that has been there, I think, for a long, long time, Bethany, of people pitching in and helping and doing it in a kind of way that was fun. And it just brought a lot of joy to us. And so my journey began, and I started to get to have my gang, you know, and it was the Kelly Keishels and the Butch Kings and Sandy Henriken and Oh gosh, there's just so many. Roger Hoffman, the list goes just on, and it was everything from JC's to the Optimist to the Rock Falls Community Development Corporation to coaching kids. And going back to coaching, I mean, I had neighbors of John and Deb Paul, and watching just all the work they did out there on the Little League fields and serving in the youth of the community. And so I had these great mentors to watch, and the group that I got involved with, I think we were doing some good stuff, and we were really getting to know each other and really enjoying the opportunity to serve others, etc. I started a lot of my mornings off with a little reading to motivate me in the mornings. It's just so appropriate this morning. One of my readings there was a quote in there from Dr. Albert Schweitzer, who said, I wrote it down. It was a poster. It says, "Happy people are those who have sought and found how to serve others," and how true that is. And it's kind of a moment here when you get recognized for what you've done in the world of volunteerism and serving. I think almost everybody who gets these kinds of awards will tell everybody who's honoring them that there's kind of a strange feel about it, because selfishly, I was out there doing volunteer work because it made me feel good. And I think a lot of people feel good. When you're going into Walmart and the Salvation bell is ringing, and you put a 5 or a 10 or a 20, whatever you can afford to put in that pot. I don't know that there's anybody who has ever put any money in the Salvation Army pot that hasn't felt good about doing it. We just feel good when we serve others, and it's a great way to live life. And what I would say to people who are watching this and thinking about it, I think we all think about good things. We think about getting in better health, going out to the junior college, furthering our education. I think we think about volunteering a lot, and I think most of us work gets in the way. We all have to work. We all have to, if we have children, raise kids. We all have to be good husbands or wives. Those are have tos. But when you get this really strong, wonderful, intrinsic, warm feeling, it's doing some of the things you don't have to do. I would say to those who are tuning in and listening, thank you for such a wonderful honor, and I would encourage others to do it. The Nike slogan, just do it. Go out there. You're going to meet some friends. You're going to do some things that make you feel good. It's going to fill you up. It's going to make you feel good about yourself. And we're all looking for ways to feel better. Putting others first, there is nothing that makes us feel better when we get out of our own self-consumed worlds and start serving others. So what an honor. Thank you. That's all I've got.